Hello, Eric here again, and once again I'd like to welcome you to our Thrifty Survivor YouTube channel. Now today what I'm going to do is kind of talk a little bit about a large survival knife. This is the Schrade Leroy SCHF45. Now this is actually a full tang black Bowie knife. It's a clip point Bowie knife, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the sheath here so y'all can see it. It's a very large knife, and the overall length of the knife is 16.5 inches. The blade itself is 10.4 inches, and it's nearly 1/4 inch wide. Now I'm going to move up a little bit closer here so you can kind of see the width of the blade, and just kind of give you some nearby shots. And you can see here the Tpe handle. Now this is designed to give you very low slip, very few hot points as well. When you swing this thing, some of your other handles, like a hard wood handle for instance, could not only give you hot spots sometimes, but also when you strike wood hard, it can also, the vibrations can kind of hurt your wrist and so forth. Anyway, this is designed to eliminate, it's designed to eliminate a lot of that. Now the blade is actually constructed of HCR 13 MOV, and it's a titanium nitride coated high carbon stainless steel. Now the overall weight of the knife, now this is not a lightweight, okay, it's 23.6 ounces, and what that comes to is 1 pound 7.6 ounces. Some of the things that I like about the knife itself is it does have a finger choil, much like the SCHF37M, which I reviewed a few videos ago. And also it's got some jimping here on the top. Now this is actually a little bit different than the jimping on the SCHF37 or 37M. It's a little bit, well, it's sharper but not as large. I guess you might call it more aggressive, but this really does give you a good grip. In truth, if I was to swing this, for instance, to chop wood, I wouldn't use the finger choil anyway, or the jimping. I'd hold on here, and that jimping won't be an issue. However, when you need the grip, it's very nice to have it here. And I'm going to go ahead and move a little bit closer again. I don't have a cameraman, but you can see the jimping here, the finger choil here. One other thing that I really like about the blade is the titanium coating versus the coating on the SCHF37M. That coating, it's just not as smooth, and when you use the knife, it's harder to clean the blade. This is just really just wipes right off, piece of cake. Now something else I'd like to mention is once again, it's got a 90% angle on the spine as well as on the jimping. Now what I like about that 90-degree angle both on the spine and on the jimping is obviously you can throw sparks with the back side of the blade, and I'm hoping you can see that, but I prefer to use the finger choil. I think it throws even better yes, better sparks that way. So this knife also could be used as a fire starter. The difference is the SCHF37 and 37M as well as the SCHF36 all come with a flint or a ferrocerium rod such as this one, and it does have its own striker, by the way. You don't really have to use the knife, but this knife does not come with that, but I'm going to get to that here in just a little bit. And I believe I did mention the Tpe handle. It also has what I like is a removable handle. The Tpe handle can be removed, and I'm going to go ahead and move in closer to the camera here again and show you the hex wrench holes there. And what that's designed to do is allow you to remove the handle should you decide maybe you want to go with a wood handle or a personalized handle of any type, or for whatever the reason may be. Something that I like about this handle is it doesn't have too large of a swell here. I really can get a good grip on it. Now my hands are kind of on the wide side but kind of short. For me this works out great. Obviously that might depend on your personal hand size, but it's not too thick. It does have a little bit of a finger notch here, and I just find the grip on this thing just amazing. It's also designed to be able to be used in wet weather. For instance, if you're sweating, it's designed not to slip out of your hand. Now, what I am going to be doing is a little bit of a demonstration as far as chopping. I'm probably going to split some wood and probably do some feather sticking here for you in just a little bit. So if you just sit tight, I'll get right to that here in just a second. Sorry folks, I told you I'd get to the sheath, or to not have the lack of a ferrocerium rod with this sheath. One thing that I will probably be doing to the sheath actually is this has some grommet holes and some slots here, so you can add other pouches on here or other gear. And I actually prefer this sheath over the nylon sheath. Just real sturdy. The blade, when you throw the blade in there, it just stays in there real nicely. Now this does have a Velcro strap, and some people don't like that because eventually they might wear out, but you can remove this one and replace it at will. You can replace it with a snap strap if you prefer that. That's something I've never heard anyone mention. So for me, that's not an issue whatsoever. For now, it's holding well. If it were to reach a point where I don't like it anymore, I can remove it. Not a problem. I could even put a shoelace through there if I really wanted to do that. So anyway, so enough on the sheath for now. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and do some chopping and probably split a log or two for you, do some feather sticking, and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. All right, folks, sorry my head is not in the picture here. Again, I don't have a cameraman, so I just have to kind of focus the camera on the work at hand here. Now what I'm going to do for starters is I'm just going to go ahead and split this log. Once again, this is maple, it's not pine or any type of soft wood. And let's just see how well this knife does as far as splitting wood. Well, all right. Well, let's do some quartering. Made easy work of that. Now, I'll admit this is not a very thick log. We're kind of running out of larger logs for the moment, but once again, this is maple. You saw how easy it got through that. It's probably about, I don't know, 3.5, maybe 4 inches across. Depends on which angle you look at it. This actually is a little bit bigger, so let's go ahead and quarter it. I'm going to give it a shot here. All right, not a problem. Anyway, enough of that. Now I'm going to get to some chopping. So I'm going to grab, let me see here, something to chop. I'll be right back. And once again, this is maple. It's a hard wood. Should be wearing goggles. I almost got a piece there in my eye, but of course that wasn't on camera. All right, so there you have it. Anyway, so much for the chopping. Now, let's go ahead and give feather sticking a shot. And again, this is after having chopped through this wood. So if it'll do that now, it ought to be able to do it anytime. So hold on just a second. Let me grab something and I'll go ahead and give feather sticking a shot here. And once again, we're working with maple here. Usually when people do feather sticking, they're going to be doing that with you know, some sort of pine or a softer wood. So this, keep in mind, this is not ideal wood for feather sticking, but that's what we've got here. That's what I'm going to use. And we'll just see how that goes. All right, here goes. Here, face the camera here. As you can see, it seems to be doing a pretty good job. And I will go ahead and move this forward for you so you can see the curls. I'm actually chopping some of them off, but all right, here we go. Okay, hold on here. Where is, I guess I'm too close. There we are. Okay, those are the curls that I just did with maple. So that ain't too bad. And again, that was after you know, splitting a log, doing some chopping. So I'm pretty happy with that. Well folks, that's about going to do it for today on this review of the Schrade Leroy 45. I want to thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments below, give us a big thumbs up, and share. And if you'd like to help support our channel, please visit us at thriftysurvivor.com. Once again, that's thriftysurvivor.com. That's our Amazon affiliate site. Amazon does provide a little bit of a kickback for us. So any purchases that are made through the site, or by the way, through the links, we get a little bit of a kickback from that, and that helps support the channel so we could bring more information like this to you. Anyway, want to thank you once again, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.